What's up, guys? Ricky here with another review on the Mr. Fantastic from Marvel Select. Let's take a look real quick. Okay, so we got a really nice face sculpt there, really cool color tones. I love that. Nice classic costume. Looks like it comes with an extra torso to make him stretch longer. Looks like we have like maybe an extended neck piece there. We have two hands that you can replace. And then this base is actually like, part of the body wrapping around something. So that's pretty cool. So you can put a figure, I assume, inside, which would look really good. So pretty stoked about this figure. They did a really great job on it. So can't wait to open it up. But that's the front of the package. Side of the package, normal Marvel Select packaging. We have the back. We have an action figure shot here. Looks really good. Then we have him here with the extended torso and this piece here. And then here is the bio. If you'd like to read now, you can pause your screen. Perfect. And then here we go. Here's the side of the package. Like I said, with all the new Marvel Select, they're doing action figure shots instead of comic shops or shots, pictures. But yep. So there you go. Okay. So let's open this up and see what we're looking at. Okay, here is Mr. Fantastic out of the package. And this figure is looking amazing. So here we go. So let's take a closer look. So you get some really cool hair tones here, right? You have a brown, then you have a white, right? So no special details other than that. There's no wash or dry brushing or anything of that nature. You have your classic blue costume. Although if you look close, it does look like they did some airbrushing, just in the deeper spots to just get some differentiation, just to kind of show off some of the detail. Which looks nice. You have this piece here that looks really nice, and it is hollow. So obviously attached to the top there, and I will do that in just a second. But you can see all the way through, which means you can wrap it around an action figure, which would be cool. So I'll do a few examples of that so you can see. Obviously we have the hands, the neck, this device here, extra hands, extra forearm, and extra torso there. So all looking really good. So let's see some other options of what he looks like. Here we go. Okay, and here he is with a few pieces. So obviously I took him off the waist here. So this is what that looks like. So you have your little waist piece. So it clips off pretty easy, which is nice. And then you have the forearm. So I just took this forearm off. Same thing, so it clips really nicely. And there you go. So that's it with that. Let's see. And here, let me put an action figure in the middle real quick. Okay, and here we go. So put Dr. Doom. I felt like that was fitting inside there. So got one arm trapped. Got the other arm out. So looking pretty good. So you can fit lots of figures in there. Looks pretty good. And I like the cape because what happens too is because he's got that cape, it really fills in the voids because there's going to be quite a bit of space if you do a smaller figure. So it really looks like it's wrapped around him, which is very cool. So looking really good. You can tell there's little Doom feet at the bottom. All right, so there you go. Looking pretty cool. Okay, awesome. Let's put some other stuff on him real quick. Okay, and here is Mr. Fantastic in his tallest form with all the stretchy pieces on. So let's see. Looking pretty wild. So everything comes off pretty easy too, I noticed, which is nice. So here, let's pull them off here so you can kind of get more of a look. Let's see, I don't know why it's not. Here we go. Sorry, trying to get the detail. Okay, so this was probably the hardest part to take off. So you just had to take off the original one and then put the middle one there. So it looks good. Other than that, the head came off real easy and you just attach it to the top of the piece there. Forearms come off, waist comes off and everything. So pretty cool. So you can get him to stand pretty tall and it looks pretty awesome. So love that. So obviously it comes with extra hands too. I'm not going to really worry about replacing those. But yeah, so lots of options for Mr. Fantastic. So let's get into the articulation real quick. So you have the head moves back, not super far, so don't get too far of a look. You can go forward a little bit. You got a little bit of a head pivot. With the light, you can see some really cool tones too, some flesh tones. And this part comes off real easily, so that's to put the extra extension on. So it looks nice. Arms go up almost 90 degrees, not quite. You do have bicep swivel. You do have single jointed elbows with a rotation, the forearms here. Then you do have wrist articulation, and the forearms do pop off very easily for the most part. Okay, and clip back on. Then you do have a little bit of an ab crunch, so it does crunch back about that far. Crunches forward about this far. You do get nice rotation. If you want to take it apart, pretty easy to take apart. And then this also comes off too, but that's more tricky, so I'm not going to do it right now, but you can still do it. Legs go out almost completely in the splits. Actually does go in the splits, so very cool there. They do go up almost 90 degrees, which is nice. You do have single jointed knees with rotation. You do have a thigh swivel here too. And then you do have, let's see, do we have a boat? Let's see. And no, we do not have a rotation here at the boot, even though it looks like it would. But then you do have ankle articulation and ankle pivot as well. So overall articulation is okay. It's not terrible. You'll still be able to get him in some good poses. But all the extra pieces are pretty sweet though. So overall articulation, it's not bad. Okay, here's a size comparison. We have Mr. Fantastic obviously in the middle, and to the right we have Doctor Doom, and to the right of him we have the Super Skrull. Behind him we have the Thing, and to the left we have Human Torch, and all the way to the left we have the Watcher. So all kind of Fantastic Four themes. So obviously Mr. Fantastic does stand the shortest out of the bunch, so it looks like he stands at about 7 inches tall, which puts him at about 18 centimeters. And as you can tell, so he stands a little bit shorter. It looks like Doctor Doom and Super Skrull are around the same height. Human Torch has a little bit of height on him, just more of the flame on the top. We have the Watcher, who stands at about 9 inches tall. And then we have the Thing that stands about 8.5 or 9 inches tall as well. About 8.5 it looks like. So overall, it fits in pretty well as far as scale. Now let's see how tall he can be. Okay, and now Mr. Fantastic stands at a whopping almost 10 inches tall and about 25 centimeters. So he can be pretty tall as well. Okay, final thoughts on Mr. Fantastic Marvel Select. Absolutely love this figure. I think it is a great asset. I think it's been missing. I think we needed this for quite some time. So I'm glad they released it, and I'm glad it came with all the accessories that it did. So I love all the little extenders, right, for the neck, for the arms. I love the cool little base here that you can trap characters with. I think that's amazing. Man, it just came with a ton of accessories, so I'm really glad that they did that. So very, very happy with the purchase, especially for $29.99, like $30. Like, that's crazy. And in my opinion, that's far beyond anything, Marvel Legends or anything like that has produced for Mr. Fantastic. So if you're waiting to pick up this character, I'd say just do it, just buy it. It's a really sweet character and will go really well with the additions that you already have, if you have some. So looks good with the Human Torch and the Thing and Doctor Doom. Can't wait to see Invisible Woman. I don't know why I was trying to blank there. To kind of complete this team. And I wouldn't mind, if Marvel Select's out there listening, I wouldn't mind a updated Doctor Doom. So the Doctor Doom looks cool, but to have some new articulation, some other cool things could look really sweet as well. But honestly, overall, it doesn't look bad in the mix, though. So pretty happy with it. So again, thank y'all for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Want to continue to grow this channel. We're passing 1,500 subscribers, so thank you all so much for that. And I'll bring more reviews, customizations, etc. to you all. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Thank you all so much.